Hey guys, I want to welcome you to the Forge Journal podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about motivation. I often get asked what motivated me to go through my journey of weight loss. As some of you know, I started at 369 pounds and I am currently at 189. It wasn't an easy journey, to say the least. It was definitely a lot of struggle. It was something that I lacked support on. It was something that I had to do on my own um, in the grand scheme of things. I did eventually, have have that support I needed, but in the beginning, it was really hard to sit there and get the support that I needed. But it all started with a simple little decision, not necessarily motivation, but just a decision to better who I was, change who I was. I was just tired of struggling with everyday life, being tired, wanting to sit on the couch all day long, and of course, the eating that came along with being overweight at times was excessive. It was definitely the cause, combined with being lazy, sitting on the couch, not having any movement in my life, that caused me to get to the way that I was. I do remember my weight gain started around third or fourth grade. Just kind of over the summer, we moved, really didn't go outside much, and it just kind of blew up from there. Um, I did everything I could to avoid physical activity through my middle school, high school years. I was the fattest kid in high school. Um, I did end up getting married and, having some children. And luckily, the children they don't really have weight problems. But it's been a struggle. So anyway, to back to, like, I guess, my journey. So the age of 36, I figured it was time. It was time to just get things going. My mother struggled with diabetes. My dad is pre-diabetic. My grandmother was diabetic. My grandfather on my dad's side was diabetic. Lots of overweight people in my family, and I just didn't want to be that way. I didn't want to grow old and struggle with my weight like I had been struggling for many years of my life. So I made the decision, and it was day after day of, I'll start tomorrow or next week. Next week, I can go grocery shopping this weekend and make sure everything in the house is what I need it to be, and I'll get started next week. But next week never came. So eventually, here it is, 36 years old. It's my birthday, and I'm like, I'm really not doing this anymore. So immediately started my weight loss journey. Started with keto, low carb, for those of you that don't know. No real exercise activity or anything like that. But started with the keto, lost a lot of weight through that process, and then started working out. I got a Planet Fitness membership. I ended up getting a community of gym friends that I would hang out with. And that was a very positive influence on my journey, is to have the people that had the like mindset as I did. So it just kind of started that way, and I just kept it up. I still to this day struggle with my diet. I struggle with wanting to go, but it's beyond better than what it was when I weighed all of those hundreds of pounds more. I think technically I'm down like about 180, 190. It's still hard. I'm not going to lie. There are days that I don't want to get up, that I don't want to go to the gym. There are days that I just want to eat crazy. For instance, I ate 24 cookies the other day. I bought them and I'm like, oh, I'm going to eat a couple. And throughout the day, they all disappeared, and I ate them all. But the biggest key to that is when you do mess up and when you don't go to the gym, that you forgive yourself. You forgive yourself for doing that, because if you beat yourself up, you're going to continue to do that. Your mentality is not going to change. You're going to feel like a failure. You're going to feel like you just wasted how much ever time you've already put into this journey. So It's just something that you just have to keep going. You have to be determined to get this done because the motivation, it's not there all the time. It's not. As a matter of fact, today I didn't want to go to the gym. I laid in bed until 2 o'clock and did absolutely nothing. But I eventually woke up. I made it to the gym, had a good little workout with my partner, and it just ended up feeling good in the end, right? From a physical standpoint, even a little bit of movement in your life, more movement than you're used to, makes a huge difference in the way you feel. Mentally, when you reach those little goals and you do those little things that you feel proud of, that changes your mentality too. That gives you the I can, because it's not always going to be about the change on the scale. As a matter of fact, if you're recomping your body, it's likely that you're gaining muscle and losing fat, and it could be at the same rate. So you may not see any change in the scale, but you have to just keep going. And it's always great to have a support system, someone that has your back, that says, hey, when are you going to go to the gym today? What are you having for lunch this weekend or dinner tonight? Whatever it may be. The support system is definitely a great thing to have. It helps you with those like slow days. I would suggest you make friends with people that are where you want to be. Don't stay with your group of people that are going to bring you down or encourage you to eat unhealthily, because let's face it, right? Eating is most of the problem when it comes to weight loss. I will tell you, I still struggle mentally with body dysmorphia. Met lots of mental health counseling, and it will probably be something that creeps in and out of my mind for the rest of my life. There are days that I'm happy with the way I look. There are days that I feel like I'm still 369 pounds. There are days that I look at myself in the mirror and you see the damage that all of the excessive weight has caused, the loose skin, the stretch marks. And sometimes you wear that with a badge of honor, and sometimes you get down on yourself because you basically feel like you destroyed your body. But the key is to always take those negative moments and just overcome them quickly. Have those self-talks, those positive talks. Take a look at yourself back when you started your journey, where you started and what you are today. And just think of the little things like, how much easier is it to go up a flight of stairs or tie your shoe, or you can maybe handle staying outside longer, or the treadmill, you can do it 15 minutes instead of 10. My biggest suggestion to you is to make a decision to change who you are, whether it's weight or something in your life, and then own it. You are here, we are here because of the choices that we made. We are here because we are accepting who we are, and we're not challenging ourselves to change. That's what you got to face. You got to face the acceptance. And then you got to realize this change is going to be uncomfortable. You may lose people. You will definitely gain a new set of friends. You may have to leave the old ones behind. Weight loss sometimes affects relationships. It can end a relationship. One person decides to stay where they're at, the other person decides to grow, and it could change your relationship. But you have to love yourself enough to face the challenges, overcome the obstacles, and you definitely have to find time for yourself, time for movement, just small movements. Take a 10-minute walk. You sit on the couch all day, a 10-minute walk is a huge difference from what you're used to. My challenge for you is to take something that you know that you can accomplish every day and just do it. Just do it. And when you accomplish it, figure out something that gives you a feeling of accomplishment and reward that doesn't set you back on your goal. So as always, it's all mental. It's all here. It's going to be a struggle. But the good thing is there are people out there that will support you in your goal. And if you need help, I've been there, I've done that. I'm making it my life's journey, my new career to help people get out of the dark places that they're in and let them know that it is possible. So, of course, if you need me, you can always reach me on Facebook. You can reach me on my website, ironforgecompany.com, and I'll reach back out to you. We can have a conversation and see how I can help. I want to have some of these motivational talks once a week. So just watch out for new episodes. And I look forward to helping inspire others to take the journey that I took, that I was afraid to take for so long.